Aquarius, welcome to your March 2025 reading. The whole time I was pre-shuffling your cards, guess what was in my head? That's right, that song from the movie Hair, The Age of Aquarius, The Dawning of the Age of Aquarius. If you haven't heard that, go find it and listen to it on YouTube. I'm not going to sing any part of it for you. I don't want the smoke from copyright stuff. So that was in my head the entire time I was shuffling your cards. There's something amazing coming here for you, March, I feel. Since that was in my head, that was just really weird. Go find that song, that video, and listen to the lyrics. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sidereal Aquarius, Cross-Watching Aquarius. Thank you for pushing play. The reading's for you. If you like the reading, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe or leave a little comment. And if you really like the reading, there's a description box below the video with links to more things that I do. All right, Aquarius viewers, March 2025. Okay, on a mission. Hermit reversed. Ten of Pentacles reverse. What? Okay, interesting. Yeah. Four of Swords reversed. Okay, there's something you're gonna be talking to people about. Wow. Okay, more please for Aquarius viewers. Wheel of Fortune reversed. King of Cups upright. Six of Swords reversed. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is like a work situation or business situation. Aquarius, March 2025. Okay, Six Cups. Whatever you've been researching or looking into and keeping on the down low, March is when you're going to come out and tell people what you found. And nobody knew you were doing this. It was like very hermit-like. Like you were doing some deep diving. You were getting into libraries and deep internet archives and really researching old file cabinets, going down that rabbit hole. Well, March is the time. Now that Hermit is in reverse, you're coming down off the mountain and telling people what you found. These top four cards tell the exact same story in duplicate. What you found was somebody was taking money. This is a lot of money. Ten of Pentacles is all about an estate, a family, and generational wealth. Wealth accumulated after years and years and years of being together with somebody. What you found is money is leaking out somewhere. You're losing money. Money's being taken. Maybe not even on the up and up. There's something about money just being misused, mishandled, drained away, spent on things that maybe shouldn't be spent on. There's something about that. Second card, same as the Hermit in reverse. Four Swords in reverse is all about talking. This is about not talking, not even communicating. We're like ghosting somebody here with the Four Swords upright. In reverse, we're like, oh yeah, here's what I found. You won't believe it. I'm telling everybody. I'm telling everybody that needs to know. And again, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, a whole fortune was squandered. A whole amount of stuff was misspent. A whole amount of money was just thrown out. What's interesting here is all the angels in the corner, like, these are all the fixed sign. Aquarius, there you are. There's Scorpio and the eagle. Leo the lion, Taurus the bull. All the books are being written in. The book's not yet written. So what you've discovered is you're going to start writing in the book now and make sure that this is documented and the books are written in moving forward, that this theft, this loss of fortune I don't know if it's intentional or not, or if it was just like poor business practices, or um, somebody was actively moving money from one place to the other that wasn't theirs to do that with. And whatever it was, they tried to keep it secret because the Sphinx on top of this Wheel of Fortune doesn't talk. But I feel like your spirit guides actually guided you to the places to figure this out and showed you everything that was going on. It was almost like serendipity, like an accident that was too good to be true, and you found all this out. And now you're telling everybody. I swear, these four cards tell, these two cards tell the story, these two cards tell the exact same story. That never happens in these readings to me. That is maybe a first, since I've been doing this since 2017. I've never seen this. Okay. What's interesting here is we have an old friend or an acquaintance, or perhaps your partner, somebody you've known decades, many, many years. This person's solid. They feel for what you're up against and what you've been going through. They're listening to you. They've got some ideas to share with you. They're just a good ear, somebody to kind of talk with. The ship here in the background is indicating that this relationship's is solid. It's on good footing. And there's even some sense of humor. There's some good laughs here with the whale jumping up. There's just something about this being a solid person, somebody to talk to, somebody you laugh with. This is a serious relationship. There's just a lot of like mutual affection between you. Not seeing it as romantic because there's not another card around here like that. It's just that it's possible somebody's been helping you, and or is just a real supportive person while you've been doing this research and digging this stuff out. I'm loving this. So you can't let this go. Six of Swords in reverse. You're not just going to like trifle in this stuff and move on like, oh yeah, I did some work on that thing, or I figured some of this stuff out and I'm just going to split now. No, you're in this for the long haul. You're not going anywhere. Six of Swords reverse. Because you know there's more money out there, and you're working to stabilize it, to create growth, to make it more than it is. You know, really work on it here, and it's out there. It's just not to be found here in March, but you know it's there and it's out there, and you're doing what you can to protect it and nurture it. Okay, so we got some nostalgia here with the Six of Cups. Again, this is a connection that is like a family member or someone that you have a shared childhood experience and memories with, cousin, sibling, maybe even a spouse if you met in high school or college, something like that. This is still a solid friend, a solid person, a solid connection. And they always help lighten your load and brighten your day. Phone call, text, discussion of whatever kind of lights your fire. This is really nice. And also, there's something about just like this childlike energy. There's kids, and they're reminding you of when you were a kid or something like that. So I feel like if you are doing this heavy-duty work and you go home and it's nice to just watch your kids play and be silly, and it kind of helps diffuse all of this stuff. That is crazy. Okay, somebody leave me a comment. I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked. Let's get a second tarot deck and see what it says. Golly. Okay. Aquarius, March 2025. Aquarius, March 2025. Aquarius, March 2025. Aquarius, March 2025. Okay. Yeah, you know, this card came out straight sideways, and so I can't figure out whether to take it up or take it upside down. I'm going to leave it like this for a second, okay? It's Judgment reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, Ten of Pentacles upright. Okay, that's a good step in the right direction. Okay. The Tower. Oh. What? Two of Swords. Six of Wands upright. Okay. Wow. Okay. Too many. One more card, please. One more card, please. These cards are very adamant that there's a huge story here, but I'm just telling it one more card. I mean, the giant clumps of cards want to flip over. It's crazy. Like, a quarter of the deck wants to fall out. It's nuts. Okay, there. Okay, what's this? Eight of Swords. Okay. Okay. Okay, seeing the rest of the cards here, I can see what's going on now, and I think I'm going to take this reversed or, well, upright. Okay, I'm still going to leave it this way. There's something that has a lot of emotion. It's very emotionally charged, and you're kind of sitting on the fence as to whether to walk away from it or to keep working with it and try to work through it. But it's like, you've got your emotions on this side, the other person has their emotions on this side, and you can't decide whether or not to walk away, I'm kind of done here, or to keep working at it and keep discussing and keep figuring out what to do here. So you're on the fence about whether to stay or go. And this is something you've been involved in for a few years. I wouldn't say a long time, not longer than a decade. But you're still sort of on the fence about it. Okay, come March, I think you're going to make a decision here with the Judgment card in reverse that you're not going to give this a second chance. You really can't do this right now. It's not happening. I can't stay and try to work on these things or hang in there and do other stuff. It's just not going to work. So, you may be on the fence here the first week in March, but by the second week in March, you're going to make this decision, and it's just, I'm walking away. No love. Knight of Cups in reverse. There's no offer of love. There's no offer being brought to you of love. None of that. But there is an offer of money with the Ten of Pentacles upright. So again, this is an estate. This is generational wealth. This is money passed down from generation to generation. This is money accumulated during the course of a relationship or a marriage. And so there may not be love, but somebody's getting a lot of money. Yikes. Next card is the Tower. Something's going to fall apart rather significantly and in a dramatic fashion in the middle of March. And you won't see it coming because of the Two of Swords energy here. What's interesting is you're kind of on this rabbit hole, this deep dive on how money's not being spent well, who's spending this money, where's it going. And there's two paths. There's like a fork in the road of your investigation and discovery, and you're trying to go down both paths at the same time to figure out if you're going to get information about where one of these places leads. And because of that, you don't see something coming around from behind that might be rather significant and a crisis. Okay. So what's interesting is that you're going to come out on top of all this with Six of Wands upright. Like, people are going to see all this stuff you've been through. There's like a public celebration here. The public knows that you've come out victorious, and you're in the victory parade, and everything's going to be great. You're going to be lauded and appreciated. There's something about public recognition here. Which keeps you stuck. Eight of Swords upright. This card is interesting because it's like you're between a rock and a hard place here. There's something here that you've chosen to walk away from and not give a second chance. There's no love, but there's some sort of money or payment or something, and then not being able to see down the path of which way something's going. There's going to be a little bit of a crisis and a kerfuffle, and it'll be quite surprising. But you're going to get through it, and people are going to recognize you as the victor and somebody to be celebrated here with the Six of Wands. I feel like the cycle will be starting again. The art in the card is kind of standing out to me, how all the hilts of the swords are kind of in a circle. Like, yeah, but then it starts all over again. So this card's meaning is being stuck because there's so many things to review. There's so many things to go through. There's a giant checklist of, if I need to move forward in this direction, but I have to do X, Y, and Z first before I can do that. And then once I move forward there, then I have to do A, B, and C. Then I can move forward from there, and so on and so forth. So there's this feeling by the end of the month that although you weathered a catastrophe and figured out what was going on and came out the victor, it kind of just starts a whole nother cycle of, I need to move on from this and do some other things now and do things again, but I am stuck in the preparatory and planning stage to execute it fully. So you're kind of stuck here at the end of March. Weird. Okay, somebody leave me a comment. Aquarius readings are always so interesting. There's always a lot going on. Leave me a comment. Okay, let's get some Psi cards. Aquarius, March 2025. Aquarius viewers, March 2025. The tree, the moon, peace. The body, the stranger. Wow. What else? One more card, please. Aquarius, March 2025. Golly. The Beast. Took a minute. Okay, this is your connections in this life, whether it be family, work colleagues, or people that are longtime friends. It's like you're the trunk and they're the branches and the leaves and the roots of the trees. You know, your parents and ancestors are there in the roots. You're the trunk, and then your family, your friends, and your colleagues are all the branches twigs and leaves of the tree. Like you're establishing a community. You're building something with your connections. You want it to be like the gold of the leaves are really standing out to me in the trunk. Like there's something golden about this. You have this beautiful vision of whatever this is you're working on to create. But there is something here with the moon card. This is a highly feminine card in this deck. This indicates right brain, creativity, night, moon, feminine, water, emotion, influences. There's something about creative thinking and thinking outside the box in a creative manner that is a huge part of whatever this deep dive you're doing on this money situation. I just heard the claw. The claws. There's something about the claws. Also, you're impervious to like some sort of overly emotional reaction because you're like the crab with the shell crawling out of the water, out of the emotions, to what little light you have on a subject. Like you're coming out of the water into the dark, but at least there's some light. So it's like you're inching your way into a new era, and the sun is going to come up. But right now there's just something here about your creative feminine side that's actually really important in this situation. And there's some parts of this that are there's a privacy thing too, like very private. We got peace though. There's really nothing else to say about that card. You're at peace, like you know what you're doing here for your family and your community, and you're at peace with that. There's something here about the physical body that is important in the month of March. Maybe it's time for a checkup or dentist appointment or something like that. It's possible that you could be going to a whole new situation for that with the stranger card. Like we've got either you or a new person coming into a situation, or a new person you have not yet met is coming into your situation. And they're going to be around your 3D proximal area. Like if you were a pin on a map, this person is the pin right next to you. So the body and the stranger is real interesting together. There's something here about this new person. There's a lot of unknowns. And maybe if you are the new person, you feel like kind of strange. Like there's sort of an out-of-body experience. Like you're in a whole new situation, whole new space. And you definitely feel like the stranger. With the Beast being the final card, there's something you fear about this situation. The Beast is about the things you fear. Just know that your community, your family, your loved ones are all rooting for you. Whether or not you share everything with them or not. And I feel like you're impervious to a lot of like emotional reactions and everything like that. But you're also in this place of peace. So whatever is bringing you a little bit of fear about being the new person or being introduced or around a new person, these cards are just saying they see that. Use your intuition. You know, if it feels unsafe, do what you got to do to feel safe. All right, let's get some Higher Love Oracle here. If you like this deck, I created it. There's a link to more information in the description box below the video. All right, Aquarius, March 2025. 3 cards, please. All right. Interesting. Memories, haunting, and fantasy. So I feel like this has to do with that second tarot reading where the top row is all about walking away from a situation where there's not love anymore and you're not going to give it a second chance, and there's some sort of payout from that. The cards are basically saying, yeah, there's going to be, and then the Six of Cups in the first reading, this kind of relates to that card as well, of the happy childhood connection, the beautiful love that you have for each other that's always going to be there in some way, but it's time to walk away from that. Keep that. There's something that is going to bother you about this, walking away from this. It will be a haunting thing. And there's something about fantasy. So I'm seeing here that if you walk away from something that possibly had a chance to be something greater than it was, but it just wasn't worth the time or effort or whatever that is, yeah, that can haunt you. And you walk towards something that was a fantasy instead, and that definitely didn't work out. Your spirit team's telling you that we see you. We see giving these cards. They're also saying something else, and I'll tell you the second message. Trust your eyes and ears. You know exactly what you saw. You know exactly what you heard. You know exactly what is going on. Do not let somebody else's idea or fantasy of the objective reality that you have observed haunt you. So there's a couple of messages there. Your memory is strong. The sun in this art's telling me that, like, yeah, I remember that. I know what's going on. And somebody's trying to say, no, that's not what's going on. You should really be looking at this or whatever. And, you know, you walked away from this and here's what actually happened. And don't let that haunt you, because they're not living in objective reality. They're trying to push their fantasy of whatever you see or know for sure. Yeah, that's always annoying, isn't it? All right, so here's end of the reading. I'm going to pull some charms. Aquarius viewers, March 2025. Interesting. Good Lord. The world. I knew that was going to be that charm. It was so weird. So you're stepping into a whole new world here, being with that stranger card and the Psi card reading. Yeah, you're going into a whole new area, into a whole new world, a whole new era of your life. In fact, you're trying to build something new that's solid from a place of caring and love. The green jade. First building block. Boom. You've been through so much. It's almost like if you're digging around and finding all these accounting errors or money issues and you're trying to bring it out to tell people about it, it's like the Tower card in the second reading, like there's some kind of crazy stuff that's going on, like people are persecuting, or it's just been quite the cross to bear, let's just say that. But you know what, look, remember that you do have peace. You have peace in your connections, in your roots, in your community, in your family, in the things that you keep secret, close to your heart, and not letting other people's emotions or fantasies permeate that shell. Peace. All right. Thank you for watching, Aquarius. Leave me a comment. What a reading. My goodness. Have a great March. Thank you again for watching this long. If you have been watching since 2017, I appreciate you so, so very much. Have a wonderful month.